WFM 91.7.
A beautiful afternoon to you. Thank you so much for tuning in and staying with us right here on Women Radio WFM 91.7. Yes, this is Nigeria's first radio station for women and their families. I hope your weekend went well. I hope you're feeling good today. It's the 17th day in the month of July 2023. And of course, it's about 6 minutes past 12 on this very beautiful Monday morning. Well, a new week is upon us, so hopefully we get to have the best of it. All right, so yes, you are welcome to the big question. My name is Rose Yusuf Kaiser, and I'll be your host for the big question today. All right, so on the big question, we get to discuss and prefer solutions to issues affecting us as a nation and as citizens. The big question comes to you from Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 12:05 p.m. So you can do well to join the conversation by contributing or reacting through 07000 917 917. You can call us with that 07000 917 917, or do well to send a text or a WhatsApp message to 070 317 56537. Not forget that you can listen to us from any part of the world by logging on to www.wfm917.com. Follow us on all our social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at WFM917. All right, you're welcome to the big question once again. Thank you so much for joining us. So, today on the big question, we'll be talking about federal government proposed palliative and its effect on Nigerians. All right, so it's no longer news that we have the palliatives for the fuel subsidy. All right, the government has been talking about it, and of course, they have brought out some measures that will help to, reduce the hardship that comes with the removal of the fuel subsidy. So that's what we'll be talking about today. Federal government proposed palliative and its effect on Nigerians. All right, to do this with me today is Barrister Tunji Abdulhamid. All right, so we'll be discussing with him this morning on this particular topic. Now, the sudden but predicted removal of fuel subsidy has sparked, so many fireworks and a lot of incoherence about the Nigerian economy and the socio-political currents. Now, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, during his inaugural address, announced the removal of subsidy on petrol. Mr. Tinubu, the president, stated that funds for subsidies will be diverted to other things like public infrastructure, education, healthcare, and jobs. Now, fast forward it to July 13, 2023, the president, Bola Tinubu, asked the Senate to approve a borrowing request of $800 million. Now, the president's request was in a letter that was read by Godswill Akpabio, the Senate president, during plenary on Thursday, July 13, sometime last week. Now, in the letter, it explained that the loan would be used to scale up the National Social Safety Net program. He said the new borrowing will be sourced from the World Bank. He assured that the federal government will also transfer the sum of 8,000 naira monthly to 12 million poor and low-income households for 6 months. All right, so now this is the palliative for the fuel subsidy removal. He said the money would be transferred directly to identified beneficiaries' accounts. Now, this is not the first time we're going through, palliatives. We did that in COVID-19. We saw how that went down, although that was for a lot of physical foods that we could see or provisions that we could see. But this is money we're talking about, 8,000 naira to about 12 million poor and low-income household for 6 months. Now, how are these beneficiaries going to be, pointed out? How are they going to be picked? That is another question. Now, analyst for today on the program, Barrister Tunji Abdulhamid, will bring us to speed on the state of the nation as regards the proposed 8,000 naira cash transfer to 12 million poor and low-income Nigerians for a period of 6 months. All right, so let's meet our guest for today. Good afternoon, Barrister Tunji. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, good afternoon. Thank you for having me. It's my pleasure to be with you.
All right, thank you too. I hope you had a great weekend.
I did especially.
I beg your pardon?
I said I did our listener especially.
Oh, thank you very much, Barrister Tunji. I hope you had a great weekend.
Yeah, thank God.
All right, so let's get on straight to the discussion. Now, help us understand this idea behind the federal government decision to pay out 8,000 naira to 12 million low-income household for a period of 6 months. help us understand what is going on here, because if you look at it, 8,000 naira every month. I mean, transportation alone, is it feeding 8,000 naira? Will it? Well, how far will that even go? But help us understand. Maybe we could get a different view from what is out there from you. Let's hear you.
Yeah, well, if it's about understanding what is it all about, how it will affect us, I may not be able to answer that question. But I think the 8,000 per household is not per person; it's per household.
Yes.
And household here means at least maybe a family of 5, and the 12 million of them will be given 8,000 naira per month for a period of 6 months, which amount to like 40-something thousand naira for 6 months. So the government is trying to say, look, we remove subsidy, and in view of that subsidy removal, we have seen hardship in the land. We have seen people suffering. We have seen people not be able to meet their responsibility because of the subsidy removal. So the government is trying to cushion the effects, or in trying to ensure that, look, things are done to relax the hardship. They want to introduce a cash payment They want to introduce cash payment to Nigerians. They call in quote vulnerable Nigerians. Those are they want to be giving them that 6-8 a month to be able to do that. I don't understand the rationale behind that.
Yeah.
I don't know what that will achieve. I don't know whether that will change anything in our life. And I don't know whether only those classified as vulnerable are the only people affected by the subsidy removal. It's not so. I don't know the plan of the government has not come out clean regarding his plan for the removal of subsidy. I am not surprised. This is what you get when you put the cart before the horse. I put the cart before the horse in the sense that at the time the subsidy was removed, it's not mature at that time to remove it. We were not mature. We have not put the proper foundation on ground to be able to stand on it. To say, look, we are removing it, and then we are able to sustain it. For me, I'm one of those who don't believe that subsidies are a problem. I don't believe that. I just believe what the government is doing now by removing it is just a way out for their inefficiency, for their inability to deal with certain people, for lack of political will to deal with corrupt elements in the society. Because the complaint is that this subsidy money is only being handled or given to few people, and it's only few people. These people we are talking about are not invisible. They are not ghosts. They are known to the government, and the government rather than go after them, ensure that they do the right thing. The government try to go through the shortcuts of saying let's go remove it, so that all Nigerians will suffer for it. And then now we are suffering. And then what the government will come out of is to give 8,000 to 10 million vulnerable. For me, for instance, now let me use myself as an example.
Yes.
I before the subsidy removal, to fill tank is like 18,000 naira. Today now I will need like something naira to fill my tank, and that filling alone will just be for a week. Don't I need a subsidy to cushion for that? That's just one aspect of my life. My children's school fees will be increased. That is no doubt. If you see any increment and you are surprised. That means you are not thinking ahead. The health sector will be a fee of payment to be made. Transportation. So, like I said, I've said it before that look, this subsidy removal is just a solution to one thing that will create multiple problems. And that's what we're facing now. So because I don't know that I'm not a fan of a government sharing. I'm not government now. I'm talking about Nigerian government sharing money to people. I know they do it in other climes. They have the yardstick, they have the basis upon which they do that. Yes. In Nigeria, you don't know, this is not the first time. Money has been shared severally. We have so many programs of this nature. And I see this as a continuation of the previous government. Because I was expecting things to be done differently from the government that said this is a renewal hope. And then I was expecting them to do things differently. For surprisingly, they are still doing it the same way, and we are expecting the results. During the last regime, that is the President Buhari's regime, there were a lot of cash transfer. The trader money, the trader money transfer were there. The conditional cash transfer was there. There are so many other nature of that transfer they've done.
Okay.
I did not see the effect or the impact in our society. So if you are giving people money,
yes,
and it's not reflecting in our lives, it's not reflecting the development of the country, how do you now continue to go in that line? Bear in mind again that, look, we don't even have data to be able to determine how to go about it. We have been told people were registered under the particular platform. When the registration was going on, so many people were not aware. And I'm very sure. And this registration probably they were done online, or maybe I don't know how it was done. And those who are captured as vulnerable, most of them are just people in the rural area or some people in one remote area in the society.
Okay.
So there are questions as to how they come about this register. Because even if they have a register, let's even admit that this money will get to those who are supposed to be giving. Would that change their life? Would that change our economy? Would that have any impact? So even think of that, we borrow this money and we are sharing it to people that will not give any. So I think the government should think otherwise. This is not the way to go, as far as I'm concerned.
All right, Barrister Tunji. Now, some people have said that instead of giving this 8,000 naira to 12 million families, why not increase minimum wage? Why not do something that at the long run, you yourself being the government to actually get the effect of this? Because when you increase the minimum wage, you have people, the money that you want to share now. When you use to increase minimum wage, you might have this ripple effect in the society. So do you share in that line of thought too?
Partially and not totally. Because you say increase the minimum wage. Minimum wage of who? Only those who work for government or for the generality of Nigerians. That is the question to be asked. Because if the government is increasing minimum wage now, those people that will benefit the minimum wage from the government are those who work for government. Those who are into their private businesses will not benefit that like this from the government, because that with their own minimum wage, it depends on what their employee is able to pay. Because if the government say, look, it's by law now that every business owner must pay a minimum wage of 20,000 naira, it means so many people will lose their job. Because if I don't have that money, that means I'll just say go to your house and go and sleep. So like I said, how many members of our society are public civil servants? So if you're not talking about only minimum wage, minimum wage will only affect only part of the country, not everybody. Rather, you do things that will. You see, we are even giving ourselves problems. We are creating more problems for ourselves. When you see such people were there, all these questions as to palliative, increase minimum wage, this and that, school fees, don't increase school fees, don't do that. They were not there because they were not there. So now that we say we are removing subsidy to pay for smooth running of government, now so many issues are now coming out, which shows that there was no thinking proper before this thing was done. There was not proper foundation. We are just a country whereby we just want to take this and then particularly those in government, they just believe that whatever they think is what everybody must accept. They don't want to hear any other opposing view in that regard. What is the cause why we are subsidizing? Because we don't have refinery. What have we done regarding our refinery? Nothing. We have so much. How many trillion have been paid as a maintenance fee for this refinery that's not producing anything? Yes, it's been there. If this refinery that we're talking about is a property that belongs to one of those who are in government, would they go in this route? They will not go in that route. They will find a way around it and ensure that it's working. So until we have our refinery working, that is the proper foundation they ought to have laid before removing. They should have ensured that, look, our refinery are in perfect what's it called? They are working and they are working at minimum, at maximum. So if it's done, you cannot think of other things like ensure housing are available for people. Yeah. When I say housing now, I'm not talking about me, I will build my house and government will tell me you must not take more than this amount. Is it government money that you use to buy in building it? Government should provide low-cost housing. Well, because low-cost housing that we see in Nigeria is millions of naira, and they will call it low-cost. And they will tell you to come and pay within 1 year, or to pay 30% upfront. That is the word. I'm not talking about that kind of housing program. Housing program that will last you, that like the one we see in abroad, that mortgage, that will last you like 20, 25 years. And you'll be paying just at your convenience, 1,000, 2,000 monthly or daily, or 5,000 at your convenience. That will encourage everybody to even go into it and have so much mortgage and in that. Transportation, ensure that we have enough vehicle that will ease the problem of transportation. In other words, when government has its own buses or cars or whatever, those who are into private businesses will not unnecessarily increase the price.
Yeah.
So because the commodity is not there, the security is not there too. That is the core of the thing. I also hear that the comments also are part of their measure to say they are giving farmers fertilizer. They are giving them. That is not the way. That is not the first thing to do. The first thing to do is to make the environment conducive. What is not conducive here is that people can't go to work because of insecurity. That should be the first target of the government to say that security are on the land. Once you have security, you cannot give fertilizer. If you like give 1 billion fertilizer to farmers now, it may not bring any results because they won't be able to use it. So the Nigerian government, we oftentimes will just put the carts before the horse, and then we expect the result. It can't happen. It can't happen. I'm not in support of this 8,000 naira sharing. Not even if it's 50,000 naira, I'm not in support of it, of sharing money. And I'm not also in support of we must have a minimum wage. Minimum wage will only go to certain class of people.
No.
And then it affect, and the effect of that minimum wage will affect all of us who are not even taking minimum wage. Because once that is done, the market, commodity, everything will go up. And then to affect those of us who are not even entitled to collect minimum wage.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Barrister Tunji Abdulhamid, who is a social analyst on our program today, The Big Question. And we are looking at federal government proposed palliative and its effect on Nigerians. This is about 23 minutes past 12 on this amazing Monday afternoon. And of course, do well to call us up on 07000 917 917 or send us a text or a WhatsApp message to 070 317 56537. My name is Rose Yusuf Kesher, and once again, this is The Big Question. All right, so we've talked about how this might affect Nigerians or not. Now, let's look at the database, because you've actually touched a lot on how is this even going to happen. Even if, all right, we have a call. Let's pick this call. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Oh. All right, do want to call us back. Let's hear from you. 07000 917 917. Send us a text or a WhatsApp message to 070 317 56537. All right, so like I was saying, Barrister Tunji, now we've talked about, how this might affect or not even affect Nigerians. Now, this is just 12 million Nigerians. What happens to the remaining Nigerians? And then what kind of database do we even have to say that we want to identify these 12 million families? Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Akawumi.
I beg your pardon, I didn't hear that.
My name is Aki Awumi.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you very much.
I'm calling from Ibafu.
All right, please go ahead. Let's hear. You're welcome.
My first question is, what is that subsidy? Is there anything like subsidy at all? If they said they remove subsidy and they are still borrowing money to pay palliative, where is that subsidy then? Because if you said you are giving me subsidy, you collected it for me, that means there must be that cash you collected for me, not to even borrow money to pay palliative. What is this gimmick government is giving us? That is I must explain all those things. I don't believe there is subsidy somewhere or any money that is being subsidied that was removed. If you remove subsidy and you are now borrowing money to pay palliative, what is that grammar? Secondly, you said you want to give 18,000. 18,000 does not even, it shouldn't even come up. 8,000, should not even come up. That means there is no plan. This government is not even planned before coming in. You have not entered the office. You have not even get into your office. The first thing is no more subsidy. You did not sit down to see, okay, if we remove it, where will it shock it? what is the reverse of it? What will be the effect of the people? My brother, God help Nigeria.
Amen. Thank you very much, Shawnee, for calling. We do appreciate your call. All right, Barrister, do you want to react to that?
Yeah, well, I mean, in fact, I don't know what to say because we are thinking the same line. Because I remember in 2012 when the regime of President Jonathan tried to increase pump price by virtue of saying they want to remove subsidy. Those in government today were those who organized opposition to that move. And what was the point that time? That there is nothing like subsidy, that it's a scam. So, and that same people who are saying there is nothing like subsidy are today saying they want to remove subsidy. I'm even more confused when recently what is the head of NNPC? What is his name now? What is Kyari or something? When he said the government has not paid subsidies since 2016 to anybody. So I was now wondering, what are we now saying they are losing? Because what they complain is that the subsidy they are paying, you don't allow them to get money. And is he saying the same thing that they are not paying subsidy because there is a swap that they have been doing? And therefore no money was being paid to anybody. So what are we now talking about? Which money are we now talking? And if you say you are subsidy, you are saving money. This money that has been saved in the last 1 month or so now, where is it? Where are we now borrowing money to do such things again? So if you say truly that you are saving money and you are saving this money, how much have you saved? Where are this money? So I tend to also want to agree that look, I don't even this subsidy of a thing to me is like a scam. But then I'm not saying government is not subsidizing for it, whether or not some people are taking it and not using it for purpose. I don't even know the question because government is not giving us the clarity in that regard. They are not open in that circle, and that's our problem. That's why I say subsidy is not a problem, but lack of accountability, lack of transparency, a lack of political will to deal with people who are seen to be the subsidy scam is our problem, and not the subsidy itself. Cutting the head because you have headache will not solve your headache. So it's not about that. So I don't believe in when we have subsidy, people are not about hardship. Now that we have said we have removed subsidy, there's hardship. And those who are using a paper economy, they don't look at the reality of ground, will tell you we are doing well. GDP is clinical to clinical. Me, I don't believe in paper economy. I believe in what I see. I believe in reality. They will come out now and tell us, looking at our GDP, looking at we are doing well, the economy is okay, economy is this and that. I don't know about that. But the reality I'm seeing on ground is that people are facing hardship. Yeah, in fact, since the removal of this subsidy, the hardship has been times 3 or times 5. And that's why when people were clapping at that time that the government has made policies, I said, look, it's too early to say the government has done well. Because people are saying they started, they hit the ground running. I said, if you do a policy, and that policy is not affecting the life of the people positively, why are you not clapping for this? That you can only clap for a policy when that policy now translates to positive impacts on the life of the people. But because I am one of those who believe that in Nigeria we don't lack good policy statements. Just like we don't lack good laws. We have laws, we have good policy statements, then we are lacking enforcement and implementation. Okay. And that has been our problem. So when a government comes out with a policy, no matter how good that policy is, I don't always appreciate it and I don't always clap for it. I wait till I see the effect before I appreciate whether or not it's a good policy or a bad policy. Any policy, no matter how good that policy is, once the effect is negative on the life of the people, that policy becomes bad. So and that's what I'm saying now. So as far as I'm concerned, I think the government will be able to answer that question for us, whether or not truly there is subsidy, and if there is subsidy, where is the money going to? That should be the question the government should tell us to answer. All
right, Barrister Tunji. Now, I was about to wrap this conversation up. Now, what ways or measures do you think that is best for the government to adopt, considering the prevailing realities? You know, looking at what is going on right now with the removal of the fuel subsidy, what's the best way you think, or the best measures that you think the government would have adopted or would have done better to ease all of this hardship on the people?
Well, it has happened. If I were to be the president, I will not advise the president. I will not even remove subsidy before for now. I will not remove it for now. I will ensure our refinery starts work to the maximum. I will ensure we have a good transportation system. I will ensure we have adequate facility, enabling environments for people to survive. Then at that level, I can now say, yes, now that I've given you everything that you needed, we can now remove our hand from fulfilling you. Then now, we are just a baby. We will not be able to even be able to say we are hungry. And you are saying we must be working, we must be bringing money in. That's the way I see it. The government is not too hard. As far as I'm concerned, government is not about making life difficult for people. Government is about ensuring that, look, when the life is difficult, you do things that will reduce it. And that's what they call subsidy. Whenever they say government is subsidizing something, is to reduce the effect or the impact of that, or the hardship that thing will create. And the government everywhere does that. So there is nothing bad in putting subsidy in a government thing that will make life easy for the people. So for me, we are too quick to remove subsidy when we don't have a proper foundation on grants. We are not dealing with the people who are causing the problem, and we want a solution to it. It can't happen. So the government should ensure the planning is working very well. This is ensure that there is an enabling environment. The enabling environment in terms of transportation, education, health, and other areas, so that people will be able to do their own businesses and make money. And not to impose tax on people and ensure that, look, they must be paying money. Nigeria, as far as I'm concerned, because this has been the Nigeria, they say people don't pay tax. I disagree. Almost all Nigerians pay tax. All Nigerians, directly or indirectly. They may not be paying direct tax, but indirectly, every Nigerian pays tax every day, multiple of it, every day. So if you are paying tax and we are doing this and you are putting tax in everything, and you are making money, government is not about generating money. It's about generating money for the benefit of the people. Okay. The what I've seen is that government is just concerned about generating money to sponsor certain people. You can see the National Assembly, they have been given 70 billion plus 40 billion FICO allowance. At the time when we are crying, people are hungry. And you tell me that is where the subsidy money, if I thought they are saving money, that is where the money they are saving will go to take care of people in government. All right, and that's what it's bad. It's bad for us. It's insincerity. It's not fair for us.
All right, thank you so much, Barrister Tunji Abdulhamid. We really do appreciate having you on our program this afternoon.
Thank you for having me. It's my pleasure.
All right, have a great day ahead.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the program for today, The Big Question, and we discussed federal government proposed palliative of the subsidy removal and its effect on Nigerians. And we did this with Barrister Tunji Abdulhamid, a social analyst, who gave us his input on this particular palliative of 8,000 naira to 12 million Nigerians monthly. So let's see what happens in the coming days. Let's see how this gets to unfold. Let's see if this will get down to the people they have actually, selected, or how they intend to do the selection and give the 12 million, to give the 8,000 to the 12 million poor and low income Nigerians for a period of 6 months. Let's see how all of this gets to unfold. Well, thank you so much for tuning in this afternoon to The Big Question. There's a widespread belief among Nigerians that the country is not bereft of good policies to make life better to the citizenry. But what they see as the missing link is the lack of political will and unalloyed sincerity to give life to such policies. All right, but in all of it, let's see. Hopefully, we get to have better policies laid out. We get to see, our leaders taking responsibility of all of what the country is facing right now. Anyway, a very special thank you to Barrister Tunji Abdulhamid, and to you also, and to Owoni who called from Iba for being a part of the program today, The Big Question. Thank you so much to our producer, Chinyere Timothy Crown, and executive producer, Tonwo Kiwole Shonaya. Join us again on Wednesday at 12:05 for the program, The Big Question. My name is Rose Yusuf Kaiser. Good afternoon. Do stay tuned to Women Radio, WFM 91.7.
This program, call the number 0816 480 7613.
WFM 91.7.